Hello, my name is Dan McDonald. I am. Hey, can you be quiet? I'm trying to make a video. God, these birds. They won't shut up. Ugh, these goddamn roosters. You're in my chicken pot. Chicken? Not Chester. He's cool. Chester, leave Henrietta alone. The problem is I give him so much coconut meat, avocados, and bananas that he's all jacked up. Chester's actually overtaking the ducks. The ducks are bigger, and they used to mess with Chester, but I said, Chester, don't let these fools bust you down. I love quackers and waddles. I love my ducks. But Chester has grown on me. Normally people are like, I don't like these goddamn chickens. Chester, though, there's something about him, man. He's like regal. He's like trying to get up on it. All these other chickens are just chicken. They're scared. They're like skittish. Chester's like, what's up, dude? I'm trying to get some bananas up in here. So I'll come up to you. And I'll be like, Chester, man. And that one white feather on his back, it's really cool. So I'm like, Chester, let's get some bananas up in here. And the ducks try to take all the bananas, and I got to throw Chester a kind of a separate thing over here. I distract the ducks. Because there's so many bananas here that we can't even possibly eat them all. So I feed the ducks with bananas, and people are like, those are the most beautiful ducks I've ever seen in my life. As well, because yeah, they're raw food ducks, man. They eat coconut meat, because we drink a lot of coconut water, but you can't eat all the meat. So what I do, instead of wasting it, I just cut it out, depending on the thickness, and I chop it into pieces, and I throw it to the ducks, and I throw it to the chickens. And it's mostly quackers, waddles, and Chester. Then there's Henrietta and her sister, but they're so skittish. If I stood up right now, they would go running off. Right now, I'm sitting. But if I even just stood up, they'd see me and they'd skittle away. They're just scared. They're chickens. Anyways, this is a Christmas video for Katia Foss, the applesauce boss. Like I said, you know, my youngest and my most beautiful and intelligent and creative and talented daughter. And so her request for Christmas was a video. So that's what I'm doing this video for. I haven't made a video on YouTube for probably about 5 or 6 years. I just made an hour-long video in the man cave behind the drum set, played a little drums, told a million stories, but I figured that was way too long. A lot of nuggets, but really just nothing, nothing too profound. This is just going to be a simple little video. I figured we'd do some yoga stretches, It's like a park ranger yoga set. It's going to be like titled the video, Yoga for Park Rangers. Just like oh my god, I don't know, is this like a park ranger hat? I have another one. This is like a drunk Hawaiian tourist hat. Actually, one of the there were some folks that came and they were camping and they had a bunch of stuff and they were going back to the mainland. They came here, and in fact, right here, this is where I serve lunch. I bring the table over and set it up real nice. And that day, I made the video for that one. That one was the nachos and the Mexican food, and they both loved the spice. And anyways, they left a couple of things that they just couldn't take back, and so this hat was one of the items that was left behind. And so I'm putting it to good use. And so this is officially, this is yoga for Katia and for, this is park ranger yoga, okay? And I think that everyone should really focus on making sure that they get plenty of stretching in, because stretching opens up the meridians, believe it or not, and it opens up the lungs and the ribs and everything, and it keeps everything in alignment, so you don't, if you get old and stiff. I mean, the diet makes you stiff, the thoughts make you stiff, the emotions make you stiff, the acids make you stiff. The acids are produced from the stress, the acids are produced from the diet, and so you want to stay, everyone, you know, how many years have I been saying it? So alkalinity, softness, you want some hardness, you know, you want, so it's a real balance. It's taken me quite a while to get to the point where I'm like getting to ninja status, you know what I'm saying? To where it's like I'm soft yet hard, you know? Touch your ranger hat to your knee. Good. Other side. Yoga for park rangers. Now we're gonna drop over. Good little park ranger. It's really, really good. I'm so proud of you. Hey Yogi Bear. Yogi Bear, get it? Ha ha ha. Not that funny, Dan. Not that funny at all. Remember when you used to be funny, Dan? Remember when you didn't just try to sell stuff? That's all you do now is just sell stuff. I know, I'm trying to pay for this land, but I'm actually moving out in a week. I'm gonna move to the beach. So this humongous nut. And if your nut, that means your base, what you need to cover your base. It's gonna be just, then I'm gonna be like, praise the Lord, because that's all I could do. I was like, oh my God, I'm working like 5 or 6 part-time jobs and everything, and then the YouTube wasn't even, I didn't have time or energy or you know, any kind of resources to put into, because it takes so much time and energy to make YouTube videos that's why I would always do, you know, when you're gonna make a video, it's like, okay, you might as well market a Puridyne product or something. And then I spent the last 6 months, you know, designing all these Puridyne recipes because I was gonna go on this big campaign, you know, because Puridyne's really awesome and they've been a huge blessing to me, and Ricky Breslin's been a blessing to me. But you know, the products that I sell, the classes, they're just not, you know, raw foods is, nobody cares about that anymore. So it was a fad, you know, back in the, what was it, you know, 2009, 2010, raw food. But then then everybody was like, oh, what the hell with that, it's too hard, you know, and then you got to feel everything and become awake, and it's like, it's like, it's so much easier to stay asleep, because then you'll be like, oh my God, I live in the city and it's a death trap, it's like a concentration camp, and I volunteered to be here because there's fluoride in the water, there's gases are everywhere, crap falling out of the sky, you know, and the food is poison and it's like, you know, it's like a concentration camp that you voluntarily kind of, you know, turn yourself in, you know, and then we all get kind of confused and enslaved, and yeah, and then it takes a while, but then you're like, wait a minute, I could just sell all this crap and be totally free, and then all of a sudden you get it. So I'm just I'm like literally about a week away. Next week I'm having a garage sale, I'm going to sell everything, and I'm going to be free, and it's going to go from like a $7,500 a month nut down to like $2,000, because I'll probably keep my phone and I'll definitely pay the child support, but I'm not going to need to pay this huge thing for this piece of land, and then I'm going to be just free, and I'm just going to be able to meditate and do yoga and just be quiet, and I don't have to say anything anymore, and I can just like disappear, because there's nothing worse than being under the illusion that you are somebody, and then you have all these things, and I mean, I really got sucked in, man. I'm guilty as hell, man. I thought I was so cool. I mean, it was really only because I was trying to compensate for the fact that I didn't love myself. And so it's taken a long time for me to be like, I'm actually a cool guy. I like you, man. I like hanging out with me because I don't give me a hard time. I'm like, oh, it's cool, man. You know, do your best and it's all good. And I don't judge anyone else either. I never go around and be like, you need to change or you need to be different or what you're doing ain't right. It's like, I don't care. Eat your keto diet, man. You're going to be coming to me soon enough. Same thing with the vegans. You know, Eat your vegan junk food. You're going to be coming to me soon enough. You're going to be like, okay, Dan, even though I hated you because, you know, for whatever reason, I need you to help me. My colon's clogged up. They want to cut my colon out. They want to cut my gallbladder out. I'm strung out on these drugs. Can you help me? Because I'm the colon master. I'm the king of the colon with the microorganisms and just keeping it clean and how to, you know, food combinations and just getting it clean so that you can digest anything like a machine. Poop 3 times a day, maybe 4 times if you feel like it. You know, I'm going to take an extra one today just to keep my colon clean. Clean like a green lean machine. Fresh, man. Because a dirty colon is a smelly armpits and a fuzzy brain. So you got to keep your colon clean, man. Keep it clear, keep it right. And then you got to do all the other stuff too, man. And so I mean, there's a compensation mechanism for, you know, because I just wanted my mommy and daddy to love me, and then they didn't, and I went on all these drugs and stuff to cover over the pain, and then I got on the YouTube, and people were like, you're the most handsome raw food guy in the world. And I was like, really? I thought I was ugly. And then I was like, the raw food guy of the year. Man, I won every award 4 years straight. They had to change the rules, man. I was like, y'all must have really thought I was cool, man, because I would just be like, hey, could y'all vote for me? And y'all would. So it was like I had a tight network, and then I just got all funky because I was just like, I was trying to like be a professional, have a niche, do some marketing. It wasn't like money was gonna be what I wanted. I just had like responsibilities, and you know, especially as it relates to my daughters. I didn't need a house. You know, I lived in a house with Sophia, and then I moved after we broke up, and it took me 2 days to move. We broke up. I was like, I'm not sitting by myself in Vallejo. So I took that whole 5-bedroom house, threw it in the back of a U-Haul by myself. How I got that couch down them stairs, I'll never know. But when you're on adrenaline, you can do a lot of things. And so then I moved over to Arizona, Sedona, within like 3 days. I drove to Sedona 13 hours. First house I saw on Craigslist. I went in there, met the lady. I said, I'll take it. Drove back 13 hours, rented a U-Haul, hooked up the car to the back, loaded the house myself in like 8 hours, drove back to Sedona, and I was out of the house in Vallejo because I wasn't not going to sit there. And I took Jackson, and we went. So Sophia went. You know, I never talked about that, but it's cool, man. God bless it, because that's just how life is, and it goes on. And that was hard for me because I had to face all the abandonment issues, and that was what the gift was with all that. And then I faced the abandonment issues, and I did a water fast, and I had a 48-hour panic attack, anxiety attack for 48 hours straight, and was like, why didn't you love me? Why can't you love me? My mom and Sophia just laying on the couch, couldn't sleep for 48 hours, tuck, 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 my heart. Why don't you love me? Why can't you love me? You know? And that was what it was. And then finally, 48 hours later, I slept. Oh God, that was the enzyme fast, when I fasted for 7 days on enzymes. That was the easiest fast, but it was also the most intense as far as that one experience. And then after that, that was it, because I was just trying to clear that out. I was trying to get right and get on with my life. You guys saw my adrenal burnout. My nervous system was shot. Not only was it shot from all the stress, because I had a super psycho stalker. I had Durian Rider trying to put his 2-inch willy up my backside. I don't know what his obsession was. I mean, I guess he was just a dick to everyone, but he knew that I was the real thing, and that he wasn't, you know. Because some people stick with it. 17 years later, here I am, and I'm only better at what I've said, and I've always said the same thing, because the truth's not going to change, because the genetically modified processed garbage doesn't grow on these trees. So I have a real succinct connection to what food is. There's bananas over there, avocados over there and over there, all kinds of vegetables in the garden. oranges, lemons, limes, um, papayas, and then, you know, so it's just coming off the trees, and so it's obvious that that's what it is. And then when you eat that, you're like super healthy, dude. I mean, like healthy, like your reproductive organs are healthy, your gut is healthy, your heart is healthy. Yes, you've got to still work on the childhood stuff, the programming of the church, the programming of the school, the programming of the media and society and cultural and family, so you can be free, because all that's just rehashed garbage. It's all garbage. It means nothing. All of it is worthless. The education, the church, you know, it's just worthless. It's all some dude's rehashed ideas that never worked. It didn't work for them. It didn't work for the people before that. It sure as hell isn't going to work for you. You got to come up with a clean slate and start over with your own, like, okay, boom. And then you realize, you're like, I really don't know anything. And then you get that, and you're like, I really don't know anything, you know? And then you're like, okay, when I eat too many cheeseburgers or whatever, I can't poop, and I don't feel well. And then when I go over here and eat fruits and salads and, you know, exercise and walk, I feel good. Whatever. You know, then you have your own experiences, but if someone says blah, blah, blah about, you know, God, I don't like to use religious examples because people are really attached to that, but food examples, people are really attached to that. People are so emotional. I don't really care what anyone does, and no one's going to stop me or from doing what I do, because I do it for a very succinct, very well thought out, very good intention, you know, because of the, you know, I don't like to kill animals, because I would never kill, I would never kill Chester and eat him. He's probably leathery as hell anyways, but he's regal, he's gorgeous, and it just doesn't look like food. Not when I've got all that food hanging in the garden, growing in the garden, peas and carrots and beets and lettuce and dill and everything. And then there's bananas everywhere, avocados. There's an avocado tree over there that probably had 2,000 or 3,000 avocados that have been just dropping for, you know, months. That tree's been dropping avocados for months. And over there, that tree did not do very well this year. But last year it produced about 400 or 500 avocados, and they are the best avocados in the entire world. Texture, taste, just consistency, unreal. And so it's like when you have that, it just, you know, a couple butter balls is all you need. And you wouldn't even, I mean, if you were starving, maybe you would eat Chester, but I don't know, man. You would never be starving because there's so much food here. That's the thing that you don't have on the mainland that confuses everyone. They go to the grocery store and they don't really know what real life is, because that's all that we've ever known is stuff at the grocery store. But when you get out into nature and you see not only wild herbs, but herbs that you grow yourself, coconuts. I mean, all you need is coconuts, oranges, you know, cucumbers, and, you know, some kind of moringa. I mean, that's all you need, man. The whole thing about all this, everybody's wrong. Everybody's wrong, and it's cool, because I don't care. Food is for fun. Food is not what sustains you. It's ridiculous. You know, food stimulates you, but it doesn't sustain you. You know, the subtle qualities of the air through the cosmic radiation is what, you know, because the parent cell divides on its own. Every cell divides on its own. It's like either you have corrosion or you have conductivity. Damn, Chester, you are going nuts, buddy. Man, he had one too many bananas today. He was all over there flipping around with his wings all over the place. I don't know what he's doing. He's got a lot of character, man. Oh, he's trying to get him some chicken love. Oh, God. He's a healthy boy, man. He's trying to make love to all these chickens. Mm. You get her, Chester. Woo! Haha, he knows what I'm talking about. Man, I communicate. I'm like the chicken whisperer, dude. I'm the duck whisperer. My little buddies, quackers and waddles. Where they at? surfboards, a couple of bikes. I chop wood right over there. Got a fireplace. It's cool, man. Little yoga deck over there. Pond, little river, bird feeder. Coconut trees all up and down. It's nice, man. Papayas, coffee. I got dill and lots of fennel. This is awesome, dude. It's real food, man. It makes you come alive, dude. It's like for real health. You know, strong, dude. Strong as a bull moose. Just strength. You can feel it in your body, you know, when you have that energy. It's in your core. You can feel the strength of your core, and these mosquitoes can feel it too. I dare you to try that again, Mr. Mosquito. You're gonna get your ass whooped, boy! Don't you suck my blood. Strengthen your core. Strengthen your core. Sit. Nam. Sit. Sounds like Mama's home. We're about to have some dinner. I was supposed to have dinner ready when she got here. Hello. Yep. So let me, Katia, Merry Christmas. I love you. You said to say anything, whatever you want to say is what I said. Whatever I want to say, I didn't say nothing. But that's cool, man. So I'm about to bust out. I'm way late on dinner, so Merry Christmas, everybody.